Welcome to the Fairview townsite, BC, Canada, a once thriving town built on the hope of riches, now nothing more than an empty field of lost dreams and tragedy. Located in the South Okanagan, Fairview is the original town site for what is now the town of Oliver, which is known as the wine capital of Canada. In 1887, a man known as One-Armed Reed explored here for gold. In 1888, two others, Gotkin and Sheehan, were crown-granted the Stemwinder mine claim. Many other mine interests were staked, and by 1893, Fairview, as the place became known because of its fair views overlooking the valley, boasted of being the biggest city north of San Francisco. It was a busy town since miners and travelers were always coming and going. Buildings were erected and saloons like Moffat's, the Golden Gate Hotel, which later became the Bucket of Blood, and the Miners' Rest, served the needs of the growing population. Fairview also had horse stables, grocery stores, drugstore, post office, blacksmith, a butcher shop, schools, churches, government building, and a jail. Men and women had picnics, dances, and plays. Children played and went to school. It was a great place to be. Given the dry conditions of the area, almost no food was grown, and bells rang as the approach of freight wagons drawn sometimes by as many as 8 spans of horses carried cargo for mines and the community stores. John McCuddy farming near Camp McKinney, the Gartrells of Summerland, and the Casorsos of Kelowna packed in fresh vegetables and cured meats, while trailherd animals were butchered for fresh food. In 1897, Fairview Grand Hotel was built. People say it was the fanciest hotel in the whole Okanagan. It had 3 floors with a pointed wooden tower on the roof, which gave it the nickname the Big Teepee, and was famous for good food served on china plates with silver forks and spoons. Sadly, in October 1902, after only 3 years of operation, a devastating fire destroyed the hotel, killing 3 people and injuring everybody else in it. The fire marked the end of the golden years for the town site and its dreams for the future. In 1904, the Stemwinder, Fairview's most important mine, shut down. The town's population declined by 1906. Most miners departed for other prospects, and 2 years later, Fairview had become a ghost town. By 1919, the most exciting town in the West had vanished. Some of the buildings of Fairview were taken apart and moved. The jail, which is now located at the Oliver Museum, and the Presbyterian Church, which was moved to Okanagan Falls. In the spring of 1929, a small crew from Okanagan Falls set off to Fairview to dismantle the church, but the rusty square nails damaged the building as they were removed. So they came up with a plan of blowing up 4 dynamite sticks inside the church to loosen the nails. Dynamite was hung from the rafters. There was a huge blast, and much to everyone's surprise, the plan worked. The steeple was destroyed, but the rest of the church survived. Nails were loosened, and it was able to be transported and rebuilt in Okanagan Falls. The steeple was rebuilt, and the church is still active today in the Okanagan Falls community, with service every Sunday. They have a sign proudly displayed on the front lawn that this is the Blasted Church.